Alright, what's up guys? Whoever's here live or afterwards, welcome, hello. We'll give it a little bit to get going here. Always takes a minute. Thanks for a like already. Hey, what's up Dustin? Appreciate the like, buddy. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Dustin, it's not that hot right now, but it's humid. There's a possibility that it might rain tonight. So it's maybe 103 outside, but the humidity is up, so it feels pretty bad outside. Hey, Carrie, what's going on? Great to see you guys. Thanks for being here. Thanks for the likes. Hope everybody had a great weekend. Hey, Vin. Hello again. Shout out and thanks again, Vin, for the Cash App earlier. It was much appreciated. And it's good to see you again. And anybody who was along this morning for the ride. Haven't gone out and done that in a while. Hey, Irving. Hello, hello. Great to see you. Good to see everyone. And welcome back if you were here earlier. I wanted to go out and do some e-bike riding this morning, but this is probably the last really hot morning that we're going to have this season, like in the 90s. We have some decent looking weather in the forecast. Looks like the Wednesday night bike ride should be a good one. Oh, 104. Yeah. There's more moisture in the atmosphere today, though, so it feels really awful. I was out riding the scooter, of course, this morning, and it's not a dry heat today, or it wasn't this morning. So I don't know, but we do have some dry heat in the future, in the forecast, and it looks pretty good. 102, 103 degrees. Hey, Big Boys PEV. And hey, Halibut. I can't wait for you to come back to Vegas, Irving. I can't wait to spend more time enjoying this place myself. But it's been so stinking hot this year, but I think we're finally past the worst of it. The likelihood of getting above 110 at this point is, it's dwindling anyway. And it's getting dark a little earlier, and sun's coming up a little later. So, but there's some nice looking mornings in the forecast. And the Wednesday night bike ride should be, well, it's still hot, but one of the nicer ones that we've had in weeks now. And if you missed it last time, we're going to do a two-part bike ride. Like the first half and, getting there, hanging out, waiting to start the ride and stuff. We're going to do that live, as well as the first half, and then getting to the chilling spot. And then the second half is going to be GoPro footage that I'm going to film and post the next day. So we're going to try that for a while and see how it goes. I want to give you a different view, and I want to enjoy the ride a little more sometimes myself, ride a little more aggressively. And, go off some curbs and down some stairs and, things that I can't do with one hand while I'm holding the phone in the other hand. So we're not going to stop live streaming it. We're just going to live stream half of it, and then, GoPro. Let's see how it turns out. Anyway, I don't know. That's the plan. So, and I'm falling behind here. Let me see. Wow. Yeah, I was gonna try to make it up that way this summer, Dustin. Let me see. Yeah, trying not to miss anybody. Hope everybody had a great weekend. I hope we're finally past like the stupidest of the hot weather this summer. This has been one crazy summer in Vegas. I have no problems at all with an average Vegas summer. I've dealt with a whole bunch of them myself, but this year was just something different. And I'm ready for it to be over. They said we might get a thunderstorm tonight. Maybe. But now it's just saying more. There's like a 20% chance of rain. Probably not a thunderstorm. But we could use some rain, and it might help cool things off a little bit, hopefully. At this time of the day, anyway. Or beyond. It's not supposed to happen until after 6, and that's still at least, I don't know, half an hour or so. So we'll see. Hasn't been much of a monsoon season around here yet this year. And that's not good. We need that. We got to get some rain anyway. And better have a good snowpack this year on mountain ranges north of here that feed into the Colorado River. Or the lake's going to start to dry up again. Oh, wow. I've seen a couple of those scooters, for that brand anyway, in the bike ride. Big Boys PEV. That's cool though. Sounds like fun. I'd love to ride a faster scooter here again, but I went out again, of course, on the S2R Plus this morning, which is a wonderful little scooter. It gets the job done beautifully, especially for one-handed scooter riding and live streaming. It's about as good as it gets, really. But yeah, I miss going fast. I miss having that high wattage, and you hit the throttle and that thing almost comes shooting out from under you, kind of feeling. So I don't know what scooter I'd get, but I think that's interesting, your choice there, and I'd love to hear about it and see it after it arrives. Big Boys PEV. Yeah, I was saying it is supposed to rain tonight, or at least it's saying 20% chance downtown is what I'm hearing. I hope it rains tonight. We need it. And if it's going to be sticky and gross feeling outside, it might as well just freaking rain, I don't know. I'm looking forward to the slightly less hot weather, though. That's going to be nice. It's about time. Oh, they're saying 8 p.m. now. Last weather report that I checked on my phone, it said after 6 p.m. possibly downtown. I don't know. But 20% chance of rain, that's just, a handful of people getting rain, really. It'd be nice. It'd be real nice to get some here, though. Downtown's getting kind of dirty and needs a good washout. 43 miles an hour. Hell, that's about what the Wolf Warrior X Pro did. And that's good. Yeah, Vegas one. I just hope we get some, honestly. I don't care what time it comes because I'm not going anywhere tonight anyway. I'd rather it didn't rain in the morning because I got to run around and do some things on a scooter. Hey, Miss A. So hopefully it dries out by morning time. I know it's supposed to dry out a lot by tomorrow night. Like all the humidity is supposed to make its way out. And we've actually got some decent weather. Well, for like summertime. In the forecast, some nicer morning lows anyway. Which it's about freaking time. I mean, this has been the worst summer I think for morning lows in, you know, all the summers that I've spent here. I don't know, 12 summers total, 11 or 12 summers. So it'd be nice to get some more like close to normal weather and get to spend a little more time outside, or some time outside. But hopefully by next weekend maybe we can go yeah, but it's better than, you know, 115 and all the, you know, how it has been. So yeah, it's still going to be hot, but a lot less hot. And that's still better. I could still go out on an e-bike for like 3 hours in the morning without getting heat stroke on a day like that when it cools off to, say, you know, 80 degrees in the morning and then only gets up to 103 that day with no humidity. That's still a decent day. You can still spend some time out if you plan it right. I'm so sick of sitting here, as much as I enjoy staring at this. And I certainly enjoy hanging out with you guys, but I spend a lot of time here not staring at this, not hanging out with you guys. So, I don't know. Hey, JPL Rides is here. Good to see you. What's going on, my friend? And Miss A, in case you didn't hear me earlier. Shout out to Miss A and everyone who's here. Great to see everyone. Hope everybody had a great weekend. I'm really glad we went out and did a little riding this morning. And shout out to everybody who came along or tuned in afterwards or might catch it later. Haven't been out on a one-handed scooter ride live stream in the morning in a while now. Let's see. Oh man, that's awesome. Well, good luck and have fun with the group ride, JPL Rides. That's awesome. Wish I could be there. But I hope there will be good coverage of that on your channel because I'd sure like to see it. But yeah, hopefully soon I can get out there for some group ride at some point that hopefully you're participating in or hosting. I'm still trying to get there in the fall, riding from here to there. And then I want to come back soon after and just, you know, spend a couple of days, you know, riding around the old neighborhoods and stomping grounds and stuff. But yeah, I hope you have a good ride tonight. JPL Rides, that sounds like a really awesome time, actually. I can't wait to spend more time riding this new bike. I don't know how in the hell to put the battery on. I don't know where these wires go and stuff. You got to wire up the whole thing to where it, like charges and discharges together as one instead of two separate batteries. And I don't know how it all works, and they didn't send a diagram or anything, so I got to figure that out. But I can still run that bike on one battery in the meantime. Hell, we could still probably get to Sunrise Mountain, ride some trails, and still have plenty of juice to get home just with one battery. So I'm hoping to be able to do that soon. I'm going to send her an email later, actually. I got to remember to do that with some pictures that I haven't sent her yet, and tell her what's going on with the Cheetah bike and see if she can send me a replacement headset. And then that thing should be pretty much good to go. So, but I'm going to try to ride that, I think, Tuesday morning. It's supposed to be really, one of the more pleasant mornings that we've had during the summer season. And I want to just ride around on the Cheetah some now that it's a little better, but still not quite right. I'm still just itching to ride it, though. So I'm going to try to do that on Tuesday, make a GoPro video. And then I want to, if it's good enough, if the headset maybe loosens up or lines up a little bit better as I'm riding, maybe we can take it on the Wednesday ride if I'm only going to be live streaming half of it anyway. I hope so. That's the bike that I would like to ride. We haven't done it on a Wednesday ride yet. So, I don't know. I'm going to see if I can get it good enough for that. But at least, go take a ride, like a good morning ride, and, with both hands, and get some GoPro footage and see what's going on when the weather's better. I don't know. I'm tired of summertime. I always get tired of summertime by August. We still have a ways to go. It's going to be hot for a while, and that's just the way it is. But as long as it's not 115, 118, it was 120 one day at the airport in the shade, shattering the old record by 3 degrees. So I'm ready we get some incredibly wonderful weather in Las Vegas, just not in July and August, usually. But it's coming. By October, it's going to be real nice. Hey, Paula. Hello, hello. Good to see you again. And hope you're having a good night. And shout out to everybody who was here this morning. It was nice to take a scooter ride with you. We're going to do some more of that for sure. Yeah, October's probably my favorite month in Vegas. It's the best, like, two-wheeled stuff. Motorcycles, scooters, e-bikes, e-scooters, just being outside in general. It's wonderful. It is wonderful in October. And my favorite time to do all those things. And I'm really itching to get some good e-bike rides and long rides in around October. So I hope we're getting a typically great October weather by the time it hits. Hopefully it comes sooner than that. Oh, I'm glad you're here, Miss A. I know it was super early, and it was, fairly early for a Sunday. And it was good to see you. It's always good to see all of you guys anytime that you can make it and we can spend some time together. Thanks for all the likes so far, guys. Everybody who hit the like button. Goes a long way. I sure do appreciate it. And those of you who are becoming members, shout out again, Paula. It doesn't show me, like, it's all, like, the stats are all a couple of days behind. So if there's anybody I missed or anything, bear with me, because YouTube doesn't catch it up for like a couple of days. But anybody that became a member, thank you, and I appreciate it. And we're going to start working on some good member stuff here soon. Well, this week. I guess I'll try to get something member specific on Tuesday when I take the cheetah bike out. We'll see. No, I still need to go out and do that, Big Boys PEV. And I've been waiting for better weather. I want to go out and do like a multi-part review. I got all the lights and stuff off of it right now. It's bare bones. And I want to do that soon. As soon as we've got like a good, 3 or 4 hours in the morning to where I'm probably not going to break a sweat outside and the sun's not going to cook you to death. I want to go out and do like, here's some street stuff and then maybe on a trail and then, excuse me, sorry, some range kind of stuff, what kind of range we can get out of it at average cruising speeds and wrap all that into like one review. But I wanted a chance to ride it for a while, put some miles on it, but we've done enough as far as that goes now, I think. So, I think it is about time for a review. Just another week or so, probably, on the weather. Hopefully we get some decent mornings, like periods to where it doesn't start to get too hot to be outside until around lunchtime at least. We usually start to get days like that this time of year. So yeah, I still owe them, Hachi, I still owe them a full review on this bike, the Leopard Pro bike, the black one. It's awesome though. I mean, what a great all-around bike. If you're gonna get one bike that does most things that you're ever gonna need an e-bike to do, I think that's a pretty good choice. And shout out again to Hachi e-bikes for just hooking it up with all the extra batteries and stuff too. I'm gonna see if I can get a basket and maybe a trailer out of them before we take some of these long rides. Although the trailer that I have on my wish list, my Amazon wish list, just went down $30. It's only 99 bucks now, and it looks pretty good, and it has a little cover thing if you want it to. And I don't know, so maybe still that's the thing to do. I can't really say for sure, but it's nice. Like that thing, the price had been the same. It's been in my wish list for, I don't know, since I had a wish list, and the price hasn't changed at all, and now it's $30 less. Oh, Miss A coming in with the wish list, hitting up the chat. Thank you, and most appreciated. And anybody who wants to go take a look at this e-bike trailer, check it out and see what you think. It's 99 bucks now. Would you buy it for 99 bucks? You think it would be? Does anybody who's heard and knows what I'm talking about wanting to do here in October, for as far as a long e-bike ride, do you think this trailer might be a good one to use for that? Let me know your thoughts. The X300. Oh, you're getting to 200 miles. That's good. Yeah, you do want to. That's nice that you want to, spend some time with it, put some miles on it. You can't just do a one and done review like so many people do on YouTube. Just the obligatory, okay, this company sent me this thing. I got to ride it once and tell you what I think about it. And, you're not going to get the whole story. So I didn't want to do Hachi a disservice by doing anything like that. So yeah, I mean, good idea, Big Boys PEV, and good on you for doing it that way. Yeah, I mean, you just can't know how you really feel about your scooter or e-bike or whatever after one or two rides, maybe. You got to spend some time with it. So, yeah, good for you again, Big Boys PEV. I'm glad to hear that you're doing it that way. Oh, I'm glad you guys got some rain in Summerlin. You guys being close to the mountains, though, are always more likely to get it than we are downtown, because it's just too it has too far to go. But that's another advantage to Summerlin. It's so beautiful over there. When the weather gets a little better, hey, some rain's better than no rain. It's nice to get a good rinse once in a while anyway, you know. But I was going to say, now that we have an extra battery for that, the Leopard Pro bike as well, we've already been over to the Summerlin side on that thing and had battery to spare. Even by the time we got back with one battery. So when the weather gets nicer, we're going to have to spend some time in Summerlin too, doing some e-biking over that way. Definitely Red Rock Canyon. That's got to be coming soon. Starting in September, they're going to make you have a reservation again, even if you go in on a bike, I think. So I don't know, but I haven't done the Red Rock Canyon Scenic Loop since we did it on a Honda Ruckus. That's like my 4th most popular video, I think, still. And one of my all-time favorite two-wheeled rides, I think, was taking a Honda Ruckus from where I lived, which is just a little bit east of here, to Red Rock Canyon all the way on Charleston, and then doing the Scenic Loop, and then coming all the way back and stopping at Raising Cane's. Oh man, that was one of the best days ever, I think. So we got to recreate that, but on an e-bike. Yeah, that occurred in August too. That would have been August like 3 years ago. Wow, yeah, I think. Oh yeah, Raising Cane's, Miss A. I love it so much, but it's getting so expensive around here anyway. But you know, I could eat probably 15 or so of the tenders at least, and you know, all the other stuff, and the Texas toast, and I could drink cane sauce out of the bottle. You know, that stuff is so good. Yeah, the tenders did get smaller and more expensive, but cane sauce is as close to heaven as you're going to get, in my opinion, I think, here on Earth. And I could and would drink cane sauce out of the bottle. But, you know, just a caniac combo with sweet tea and, you know, extra Texas toast instead of, I don't know. Oh, man. But that's like $18 now here. And that's just too much. That's awesome. I might have to see, Scotty, I might have to see how much cane sauce I can actually drink sometime. I don't know if I could drink an entire bottle of it, for instance, but I would drink some out of the bottle. I haven't been to Raising Cane's in, oh my God, I can't even tell you how long. There's not one downtown that I know of. I don't think there is anyway, unless they snuck one in on me. And I've been hearing, and I think it was Paula who said something, and I heard it from somebody else too, that they might be closing the McDonald's in the D. Why are all these corporate restaurants pulling out of downtown? Subways are closing too, I hear. One of them already did. Why is everybody losing interest in downtown all of a sudden? I mean, nothing really new has been happening here anyway, especially like Fremont East over where I live. But yeah, I mean, McDonald's recently closed in the plaza. There were 2 McDonald's on like the Fremont Street Experience area, and now there might be none. and there are a whole bunch of subways, and now there are going to be less. And I don't know what's going on with all of that. Why is everybody pulling out? People still buy food, and people are definitely looking for cheaper food around here lately, with as much as everything else cost. I don't know. We need a Raising Cane's within walking distance of here, but then they'd probably charge way more money for it. Like the one on the Strip is quite a bit more expensive than a regular Raising Cane's. Same with Whataburger and In-N-Out. Like if you go to one downtown or on the Strip, you're just going to pay more, but it's still just the same thing as it is everywhere else. Yeah, it could be Vegas one, but they're charging more and they're still selling food. Every time I go to a Subway or a McDonald's on Fremont Street, there's always people eating there. Well, not the one at the El Cortez, which I guess that's why that one closed, but like the other ones, the one at the Plaza always has people in it, and that was open 24 hours. I think that's going to shut down, and they were charging like $18 for a tuna sub. So yeah. Yeah, I don't know what's going on or how it's going to turn out. Hey, Fro, what's going on, buddy? Yeah, I doubt that you had anything to do with it, hell of it. We all probably have been helping keep it afloat. I don't know why they'd close the McDonald's inside the D. I mean, there's somebody in there spending money and eating like 24 hours a day. And sometimes that place gets real busy, and it's a corporate McDonald's. They got to be making money. So I don't know what the hell is going on, but there aren't a lot of inexpensive food options around here now, especially if McDonald's is going to close. We'll have to see how it goes, but I'm not happy about a lot of the things that have happened around here lately. And the buffets, you used to have the Station and Fiesta buffets, which were really affordable, and locals would take the whole family there and everything. And now there's none of that. Pretty much, hardly any buffets at all. Yeah, everything's out of whack right now, but I mean, it always balances out. It's just, the nature of the capitalist economic system. And, I was born a capitalist myself, but, it rises and falls and then adjustments and everything. And I think we have a lot of corrections and adjustments coming. These markets aren't going to sustain these high prices anymore. Yeah, no, you're right, Scotty. But, just in general, I've noticed nobody's putting any money into downtown lately. There's a little bit of stuff going on in the arts district, but otherwise, it just seems like more and more people are pulling out or thinking about pulling out. A lot of people that were keeping the arts district going, can't afford the rent increases, and now you pay for parking pretty much everywhere in the arts district. And that's driving some would-be customers away. And it's all getting a little too out of hand, and I'm sure that things are going to start to turn around a little bit. And the cost of doing business, for instance, here in Las Vegas, will go back down, and then the cost of like going and spending your money at said businesses will go down a little. It always happens. That's the nice thing about Vegas, and I've been watching this my whole life. Is it rises and falls pretty sharply here. And there are always, it always tightens up and then it always gets good again. And it's just the nature of things in Vegas. And it's been that way my whole life. Vegas workers deserve to be treated a little better and paid a little more fairly considering the cost of living here. And, like the larger companies can certainly afford to pay people better, but then their executives can't buy as many private islands and mega yachts and stuff like that. So, I mean, how do you sort that out? But yeah, I mean, it's a struggle for anyone to survive off, especially like off of one job around here. And nobody wants to pay people, from a business owner standpoint, they don't want to pay more to do business, but it costs, it costs money to live here, and people have choices when it comes to employment. So I don't know. I don't know how this is going to turn out, but hey, it's great to see Baby Love here. I think overall we need a lot more market correction. Just, in general, the cost of food, the cost of housing, wages need to kind of go up across the board, except for, the people at the top already seem to be making way too much money, but the people at the bottom and in the middle are not making nearly enough. So there has to be some adjustment there, I would think. Yeah. Well, I don't know. Who knows how it's all going to turn out, but hopefully, well, I mean, balance and correction is coming inevitably. It's the nature of the system. It doesn't matter what happens with, elections or anything like that. It's just there will be ups and downs, ebb and flow, as has been my entire lifetime, and since much before that. But I think people are, the luster of all the new things here in Vegas, all the newer things that we have, or the luster's wearing off, and now the Mirage is closed, and the Mirage is closed, the Tropicana is closed. A couple of iconic properties that people absolutely loved here are gone and will never be again. Most of the good buffets are gone, like we were talking about a minute ago. McDonald's is pulling out of downtown. I mean, what the hell's happening here? But people are not coming here and spending as much money, I've noticed. People are still coming here, but, like they got to tighten up a little bit because everything costs more. But soon, not as many people are going to be coming here. Yeah, no, people are already bringing their own food, I've noticed. And the, excuse me, I'm all hoarse. The properties that have mini fridges in their rooms, like El Cortez has them in most rooms or many rooms, and Treasure Island and stuff like that. Yeah, people are bringing their own food and putting it in their mini fridges, and like making sandwiches and stuff. It's already happening for sure. The average rent in the downtown area, mine for a small studio just went up to around 1,300. Which I would say that's probably about average for a studio. You can pay a lot more or a little less. You can pay 800 bucks still for a studio. It is pretty high, though, definitely. It's going to start to go back the other way because people just can't do it anymore. It happens. I've watched it happen here before in Vegas, where everything's going great, spending money, buying new cars, buying a new house, this and that and the other, and then it all just kind of hits a wall and goes back the other way. Sometimes it goes sharply the other way, sometimes it just goes a little the other way, but it's going to go the other way. And that's definitely coming soon. As is, again, just the natural, the natural operation of the system. It is high. Well, they just raised it. Now I'm paying like an extra between like the internet and the rent increase. It's like an extra $68 a month now total, which is not good. It doesn't help me at all when I was already struggling. And are still already struggling. Yeah, that is pretty much true though, Scotty. Um, there are slight exceptions, but just barely, and you got to really sniff them out. And they're not always available. Wow, that's crazy. Oh, Barry, hey. What's going on? Yeah, pretty much. No, 120 a month, that's better than I've ever done. When I moved here, my first one that I almost got was a one bedroom in Seven Hills. In Seven Hills, mind you, on the edge of the valley here, nice neighborhood. Was $590 a month for a one bedroom. And when I moved here into a three bedroom in the Anthem area, beautiful neighborhood, it was like 9 something a month, and it's twice that now. Wow, 1978, that's awesome. Yeah, I moved here a little more recently than that. But you used to be able to get a beautiful one bedroom in an incredible neighborhood, and this one had a strip view too. You could kind of see the strip from the hillside, especially lit up at night. And it was $590 a month, and gated and a parking space, and just super nice. And now there's nothing like that in that range. That apartment would be 1,600-1,700 bucks a month right now. Let's see. Oh man, Big Boys PV, did you check something else off the list? Are you kidding? Shout out to Big Boys PEV for doing something on the list. Let me see. Yeah, no, you can have. There is, BLM land all around Las Vegas. I'm gonna go live in a van for sometimes when it's not too hot outside and just not pay rent for a couple months at a time. That's the plan. I've been thinking about this for a long time, and now later this year I have to do it anyway because I have to go visit my family back east. Um, so I don't know, but yeah, I still got a lot of other things to do. But I want to go camp in some of this BLM land off of an e-bike. But yeah, Big Boys PEV, check something off the list, I guess. Hold on, let me catch up. I'm falling behind here. And that's very kind of you. Thank you so much. And between 4 a.m. and 8 a.m., I'll have to wake up. It's supposed to go to the office. They're not supposed to deliver it to the door because it will get stolen. So I'll just have to sit by the door because the office doesn't open until 8. So let's see. But thank you very much, Big Boys PEV. I'm always up around 4 o'clock in the morning anyway, drinking coffee and such. So if they come and bring it to the door, uh, I'll be ready for it. But thank you again very much. But if there's a possibility that you can move it to during the day, like after 8 o'clock in the morning, that would be safer if that's possible. But thank you again very much for whatever it is that you checked off the list. And I'm sorry, I'm falling behind here. Hold on, I gotta check a few different things. But whatever it is that's coming is, well, no, hey, I just appreciate it at all, though, Big Boys PV, and thank you so much. Whatever it is, if it was on the list, it's something that I need, so, I'm very grateful to you for that. So, wow, that's pretty expensive there, Barry. No, I've heard Columbus, like parts of it are kind of pricey, or very pricey. I know Vegas is really out of hand lately, but it always goes back the other direction. It never stays high here. That's the nice thing about it. If you missed your chance to buy a house when the market was decent, don't worry, you'll get another chance. It always goes that way. And, rent prices will be maybe, not great ever again, but, more reasonable than they are now. we're hitting a wall now finally here, and it's going to start to, gradually at least go back a little bit in the other direction. Thanks for all the likes so far, guys. And thanks for taking the time. And thank you, Big Boys PV, for checking an item off the wish list that's going to be arriving tomorrow, whatever it may be. I'm excited to receive it, and thank you again so much. I gotta check notifications. Hold on. I just got another message back Instagram from an e-bike company. That I don't know, I had already chatted with earlier. Of course, we're already pretty well involved with an e-bike company here. Uh, uh, Central Florida and Central Florida's East Coast. Rod. So I got to do some couple months worth of van life later this year. I got to get a van, go visit the fam, take an e-bike and a scooter along. And my son lives there, my dad lives there. I got to help my dad with some things, and then do a few other things while I'm there, and then come back with some stuff all the way to California for my dad, taking it to my uncle, and then back to Vegas. Yeah, and I kind of want to zig and zag on the way there because I'm going to be coming back with a U-Haul trailer, the small, like the 4x6 or whatever, um, with a bunch of stuff in it all the way to California. So I got to do that in a straight shot. But on the way, I've gone across the country tons of times driving, um, but I want to kind of zig and zag on the way there if it's not too cold already, if it's not snowing too many places. Maybe see some of you, Big Boys PV, even over a little more north on the East Coast. I don't know. We're going to get a lot of good footage for that, though. Gas isn't cheap, but if you're like, I'm looking for probably a Honda Odyssey, which it's rated for 28 miles per gallon on the highway, but if you cruise at about 63, you're getting more like 30. So you can cover a lot of ground and still have a lot of interior space, and you take the back seat out entirely, and there's a whole storage area where the back seat would have folded down into and stuff. There's enough room for an e-bike and a place for me to sleep, and all the other little things that I need, but still, not breaking the bank on gas. But yeah, gas isn't cheap. Hey, Jay Stona, what's going on, buddy? I'm doing all right. How are you? Sorry, work was boring. That's never good. I'd always prefer work to be a little more exciting and go a little more quickly. Nice. Nice Rod slot videos. Yeah, the laser pattern. It's running off all battery now. Hope everybody's enjoying their lasers that got one. when they were on sale the other day, and we linked it in the live stream. I don't know how much they are now. I haven't posted a link or anything. Speaking of links though, thanks Miss A for posting the wish list link. And thanks again, Big Boys PEV, for checking something else off of the wish list. Item number 2 for Big Boys PEV. Not sure what it is yet. It's supposed to arrive between 4 and 8 in the morning. Unless, Big Boys PEV, if you're watching, unless you can go back into Amazon and have them push it past 8 in the morning, that would be a little safer. I think you have a little bit of time to do that. I'm glad you're enjoying the light, Big Boys PEV. I'm glad you got one. Everybody who wants one of these should definitely get one. And well, I mean, when it's on sale, they do go on sale, and you can score a pretty good deal. But Big Boys PEV did, and he seems to be enjoying his, I think, and I'm sure enjoying this one. So I appreciate you guys taking the time and coming and hanging out and staring at the laser wall with me a little bit. We're finally going to start to get to spend a little more time out and about doing stuff now that the weather is going to improve slightly in the foreseeable future. Oh, wow. No, I'm very familiar with that area, Rod Slot videos. Used to spend a lot of time over that way. It's sad that the Tropicana is going to be gone, or is gone. Yeah, don't forget, guys, speaking of things over that way, there's going to be a Tropicana implosion sometime in October that we're going to have to attend, I think. It'd be nice to watch it like from a good vantage point, but kind of a distance. You know, not jam in as close as you can get like everybody else is going to be, but like go find a really good place to watch it from where we've got like a good angle on it. But I don't know, we're gonna have to think about that some more. And hey Tom, what's going on? And shout out to everybody who's here or has been here, even if you can only spend a minute or two. It's nice to see you. Nice of you to spend a little time. And shout out again to everybody who was here this morning or caught it afterwards. Took a little scooter ride, had a little fun. I always enjoy a good morning scooter ride, but it's been too hot even in the morning. This morning was no exception, but there's relief in sight, and I can't wait. It's going to be halfway decent mornings occurring in Las Vegas in the foreseeable future. Oh, that's good. Right, and hold on. Well, yeah, we're gonna have an official secret meeting soon. This is like a secret meeting in disguise, kind of, but there's gonna be an official secret meeting coming soon. We have some very important things to discuss. Yeah, no, that'd be nice. Very. I'm glad. I was thinking about this the other day. I'm glad we went down there, poked our heads, took one last look inside the Tropicana just a couple of days before it closed. And then we did see the volcano again about a month before the Mirage closed. I'm still so sad about the Mirage. I hate seeing the Tropicana closing, but it's the Mirage that I think really gets me. They should have just left that alone. Big thanks to everybody who hit the like button. And thanks again, of course, to Big Boys PvV for checking another item off the list, the wish list. And thanks again, Miss A, for posting a link to the wish list in the chat earlier. Do you see the bike trailer in there, guys? I gotta go back and check it out. It was on sale. And I want to know, I wonder if it stays on sale for a while, because I don't think it's a terribly popular item. But I wonder what you guys think about it. Hold on. Oh, it doesn't matter. Color doesn't matter, Big Boys PV, but if it's too much trouble, don't worry about it. It was just nice of you to do it. I'm just worried. Like, I have a note for them to take it to the door. Or, no, I mean, not take it to the door, take it to the office. Which the office will be open at 8 tomorrow, but sometimes they bring it to the door anyway. But yeah, again, doesn't matter. Just awesome that you're doing it at all anyway, Big Boys PV. And if it's too much trouble, don't worry about it. I'm going to be up early anyway, but I guess let me know either way how it turns out, and I'll just know when and where to look for it if that's the case. And hey, chat, what's going on, buddy? And I'm glad you enjoyed the ride this morning. Yeah, the show in front of Treasure Island was so good. They're doing away with all the things that people really loved about Vegas. And that seems kind of silly to me, but people are getting tired of it now. Everybody's been pushing, okay, sports betting now at all the casinos and sports books and the MSG sphere, and all these things. Like, the luster is wearing off now, and people are getting tired of spending as much as they've been spending to come here and do things that they don't enjoy seemingly as much as the old things that they used to come here and do. Or at least that's the impression that I'm getting. So, I don't know. I think changes are coming. It's inevitable. It always happens. Peaks and valleys in this place. Sometimes we're up so high that locals can't afford to live here, and sometimes it's just like the most affordable place and everything's great and parking's free again, and who knows? I don't know. Hold on a second, I got another notification. What am I being notified about this time? Okay. Well, it's telling me, oh, it's only 102 degrees in Vegas right now, or downtown anyway, where I am. And that's terrific. Well, not really. It should be less than this, but... No, I know Reno's really, really booming. But things are kind of winding down around here. It's not going at the rate that it was. But that's another thing. People who want to gamble now, more of them are going to places like Reno and Laughlin instead of Vegas. Vegas is not as good of a place to gamble as it's always been kind of known for anymore. There's nothing happening in downtown Vegas lately. There's, just not a lot of new development. It seems like more places are getting out of here. Which, that's kind of what happened last time. And then there's that hotel project down on the South Strip next to the Pinball Hall of Fame. It was going to be the Dream Hotel and Casino. That went absolutely nowhere. Now it's just a hole in the earth, literally. So all these projects that we're going to get done are winding down or not happening at all. And who knows how it's going to turn out. But it always goes like this. It's always ups and downs here in this place. And it always will be like that. I'm tired of getting charged more for everything though, like rent especially. That's that's definitely not what I needed. But it's the nature of staying in the same place for longer than a year. I'm about to cross a year here, so like the next time that I have to pay, it's going to be the increased rate because I will have been here for a year. I didn't think I was going to stay here 6 months in this place, but yet here I still am. Anyway. Hey, Joe. Lake Mead, mostly. And, snowpack from the Colorado River, ultimately. But then, most rainwater and most, reclaimed, recycled water ends up in Lake Mead. But what was I going to say? Yeah, it does, and said 4 states would be in a lot of trouble without it. We certainly rely on it. Man, I'm getting hungry. I'm so glad that I have a tuna sandwich to eat. I have to go get groceries in the morning. And that sucks. I have to really kind of like prioritize what do I absolutely need, because I don't know, like I said, everything, like things at the grocery store, I've noticed, like things that I normally buy at the grocery store have been going down pretty consistently. I usually get the same kinds of things and pay close attention to the prices, and I have noticed a change in the last couple of months especially. So hoping everything that I normally get is on sale tomorrow. Yeah, I should get some yogurt, a couple things of it anyway. I just, it's like really tight for the next little while. So I have to be careful about what I get, make it like stuff that I can spread out or just, get the most out of it. So we'll see what's shaking at the grocery store tomorrow morning with the deals. But I'm definitely ready to I don't know. Yeah, I got to keep eating better stuff. It has been going fairly well so far. I'm doing a little better. I don't want to jinx it, but I am doing a little better than I was. So, ulcers are not bleeding as much. It's not quite as dire, but I still need to take better care of myself and eat stuff that's, I don't know, it doesn't upset ulcers and makes me healthier in general. But that stuff tends to cost more money. Yeah, I like Greek yogurt a little bit myself. Might try to get a couple of things of that actually. But we'll see. I just got to get stuff that fills me up, doesn't irritate an ulcer, and doesn't cost a ton of money. I got to get toilet paper too, but they have some cheap stuff there that's terrible. But it lasts a while, and it's cheap. I only have to buy it. I won't have to buy toilet paper again for a month and a half, but, it's money that I can't spend on food. But I won't need toilet paper for a long time, so that's good. Yeah, potatoes are good. I do like potatoes. I used to like, baked potatoes, but I don't like having to run the oven. I like making baked potatoes, but I don't like running the oven because I live in a tiny studio apartment and it's summertime and the air conditioner is already working overtime. So, like in the wintertime, I will likely be making more potatoes for sure. Just, toss a couple in the oven and just, sooner or later they'll be ready to eat. But yeah, potatoes are cheap. Tuna's been really cheap lately. I still have like 2/3 of a loaf of bread lately. I'm gonna get some tuna tomorrow to finish off the bread. And yeah, eggs are good too. I'm just worried about carrying them back. But yeah, maybe I will get some eggs. We'll see. If they got the little 6-pack of them, I think maybe we'll get some eggs. I don't like to carry too many back on a scooter. But yeah, I love to eat eggs too. So like probably eggs and tuna. But tuna's cheap right now. I have mayonnaise and bread, so I could get a thing of tuna and then like some eggs probably. And yeah, I mean, you can make it work. There are ways to survive and still eat decent food off of, like a budget. So I'm gonna see. I never feel like doing it. I always go first thing in the morning because it's been so hot. They don't open till 6 in the morning, and I'm always a little groggy in there. But I got to be sharp and sniff out the good deals, the good things to get. But I got like I said, I got like most of a loaf of bread left. I can make tuna. I could eat eggs. I can make egg sandwiches. Yeah, I don't know. I just got to quit eating the junk that I've been eating and going to 7-Eleven all the time. Not that I don't love eating at 7-Eleven, but just since I stopped eating at 7-Eleven and started going grocery shopping more, I already feel a lot better, and it's been mostly out of necessity, like health issues. I have to, but I notice a difference, really. I don't know about tuna with eggs. Maybe, yeah, I could see the thing. I could see the two going together. I like tuna with tuna, and I like eggs with eggs. But you know, maybe one day I'll try it like that. No, yeah, sometimes I'll put chopped up hard-boiled eggs in with tuna. Good call, Joe. And, you know, might still, I don't know. Like, we'll see what the egg situation is. I don't like to carry back more than like 6 of them at a time on the scooter. So we'll see. No, but yeah, Tom and Joe. Yeah, I used to put tuna and macaroni. My son used to really like that. Um, but yeah, I'll put sometimes little bits of hard-boiled eggs in tuna. But otherwise, you know, I like eggs with eggs and tuna with tuna. But you can definitely, if you add eggs to your tuna, you can, you know, like make it even more, like bigger, spread it out longer. So, yeah, sometimes I'll do it that way, I guess, if I have hard-boiled eggs. You used to be able to get them at the Walmart deli right down the street from where I used to live. Um, and, yeah, Joe, no. I'm sorry to hear you don't like eggs, Dustin. I love eggs. But no, you used to get them hard boiled and they were cheap. You know, like a half dozen for, you know, a couple bucks or so. And I would make egg salad, and then, you know, also if I had tuna, I'd chop up some eggs if I had them hard boiled and put some in there. But lately I've just been doing tuna with tuna, and it's been going okay. Tuna's been cheap. You know, cheaper than eggs, I think, in most cases, when you think about it. So, I don't know. I'm going to see what I feel like. I can still make a bunch of sandwiches because I got bread that's going to be good for a few more days. Um, and yeah, I do need to get toilet paper, but it's like 3 something for a 4-pack of the store brand, the Kroger brand, and it's horrible, but it lasts a while, you know? And it's cheap. Hey, French toast. Yeah, buddy. Joe, good call. That's something that can be done with eggs for sure. And bread. And I already have the bread. So yeah, but I do have like 1 tuna sandwich's worth of tuna left that I'm gonna eat after this, and then I'll still have like most of that loaf of bread left. No, good call, Dustin, and I will. I want to get some chicken breast. I just have a tiny kitchen, and I like to do like minimal food prep if possible. Um, but that is a good idea though, Dustin, and I should. Oh yeah, I kind of want to get some peanut butter and jelly too, just to have anyway. I'm about ready. Like I get sick of it after a while, but then I'm like, you know what? I could eat peanut butter and jelly again. I kind of feel that way right now. I kind of wish I could eat peanut butter and jelly right now, and that's cheap. So I'm gonna have a lot of sandwiches and eggs in the coming days, I think. But that's fine. I love sandwiches and eggs and French toast. Yeah, no, that's true. I really could use an air fryer. I'm trying to downsize a little bit though, from what I have now, because I want to spend some time in a van, like not paying rent. And I do need to figure out like ways to cook and eat and survive in there. I've had to live in a vehicle before. Um, but yeah, lots more to talk about as far as that goes too. But yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna have fun at the store now. Thanks for the talk related to that. Like ideas, like eggs are definitely a good idea, and then sandwiches and French toast. And yeah, I can always go get another loaf of bread for a couple of bucks if I run out of bread. So I'll probably get some peanut butter and jelly too, like the store brand. That's, you know, like $3 for both right there. No, you're right, Dustin, and that's a good call there. I'm getting hungry too. I'm so glad I have a tuna sandwich to eat after this. I'm not sure if that's going to be enough though. I'm a lot hungrier than that. And a toaster oven would be good too. That a smaller one might be a good thing to have in a van. But I'm gonna have power. I'm gonna try to put together like a battery bank system. Um, but also have like a power station. So I'll be able to run things like a smaller toaster oven. So it might be good to get something like that now. I don't have one now. I did have one. I don't know what happened to it. Am I moving? Ultimately, yes. Like I'm gonna not stay in this apartment forever, and I have to go like eastward for a couple of months, see some family, do a couple of things, help my dad out with some stuff, then come back, go to California for a couple of weeks with some stuff for my uncle, and then come back here and move into maybe this place or another one like it close by. I'm coming back to Vegas, definitely. Um, but you know, it may not be the place exactly where I am now. But I want to get rid of most of what I don't need because I'm going to be staying in a van. I want to, you know, I don't know how much time I have left in general with my health, but I'd like to spend at least 3 or 4 months out of the year existing out of a van and not paying rent. The nice thing about the place where I live now is I can pick up and go anytime that I want to. I'm not in a lease, and I can come back and move in anytime that I want to. So, let me see. Yeah, I got to come and see exactly. If it's not snowing by the time I get over that way, I definitely want to hang out with you and come over that way. I want to go to the Northeast on my way down. My mom is in North Carolina too, so I should probably stop and see her. You know, like make my way up to the Northeast and then work my way back down to see the Florida fam. But yeah, definitely got to. I'm gonna bring a scooter and an e-bike, and gonna have to ride with you and hang out with you, Big Boys PV. Hopefully, it's not too cold yet by the time I get over there. But even if it is, I'd still, you know, maybe we won't get to ride, but I'd still want to make it up that way. So, but right now, after just figuring out the rent increase and stuff like that, it's too hot to go live in a minivan right now for sure. But it won't be soon. You'd be amazed. Like I know how to spot them. They stick out to me like sore thumbs. The van life people, you'd be amazed at how many people live out of their vehicles in Las Vegas for like 6 or 8 months out of the year. And it's really easy to do too, because you can just you know, get like a gym membership, a 24-hour gym at a nationwide gym, like Planet Fitness or something, and then you have a place to take a shower and work out and go to the bathroom, or you know, shave, whatever. You know, they have private bathrooms and showers and stuff. And so that's how you take care of that. And especially here in Vegas, there are places to go and use the bathroom if you ever have to, like 24 hours a day. So it's no wonder so many people do van life here when the weather's good, because rent is so high. So I'd do that right now if it weren't so hot and I had a van, just because I'm so sick of paying so much rent for, you know, like a tiny space in a bad neighborhood is what it boils down to. Yeah, no, I know there's a lot of van lifers in Reno too. You know, Reno's a really good place for that, except for, you know, a little bit in the wintertime. I guess Reno's a much better place in the summertime. It's practically impossible in Vegas to do van life in the summertime unless you've got a really good power system and AC and stuff, solar and everything. Wow, I'm not surprised at all, Joe. Um, it's not a bad alternative to like life as it exists in society more normally, you might say. Um, but I see it as a good way to, like, I'm gonna do it just for like the adventure part of it some, but also to save the money. So why not? I don't know. I get the appeal. My brother, who can afford to live anywhere that he wants and do anything that he wants, does van life a lot, actually. So, but no, I mean, I don't think it's anywhere near that many here, Joe. Um, but yeah, yeah. Shout out to everybody who's here and hanging out and taking the time, commenting, chatting, lurking, moderating, whatever it is you do here. It's great to have you here always. And I hope your weekend was awesome. Mine wasn't bad, but it wasn't particularly exciting either. Wow. Well, thank you, Tom. Appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, people do it. It's nice to just kind of have the freedom and mobility and not have to pay the big bills if you don't want to. Like right now, and the situation that I'm in, I'm single, the kids are grown. There's, you know, there's nothing locking me into this place right here. So why not? And I'm not going to do it all the time. I'm still going to come back to a place like this, but it's not terrible to exist in a vehicle. I've had to do it before, and that wasn't so much fun, in a mid-sized sedan, and that wasn't good, but I still made it work. But if you do it right, if you're a little more set up and prepared, it can be actually a very good thing. So, let's see. Thank you, Paula, and it was nice to have you along this morning. And I always get to appreciate, and I always appreciate getting to spend the time with you. All of you guys. Wow, yeah, I'm sure you're right, Joe. Let's see. Oh, there you go, Jace Donna. But hey, glad you're here. Whatever the case may be. And through my eyes, hey, no, cool. Glad to have you here. Thanks for tuning in. Even from work. Dustin, no, a Sprinter or a Ford Transit van would be good. I have nothing against those, but a minivan like a Honda Odyssey, that's ultra stealth. Those things are invisible. You can park those anywhere and sleep in them and nobody ever knows if you're cool about it, you know? And I got a system. I was able to sleep undetected in a mid-sized sedan for a while, or as long as I needed to. So, no, but a Sprinter or a Ford Transit, you know, either of those would be fine, and there's certainly more space in those than a minivan, but it's, you know, slightly less options for parking and camping. Let's see. Exactly, Big Boys PEV. Even if I just lived in the van for a couple months at a time here and there, not to burn out on it or anything like that, I'd still save a lot of money. I'd love to have a van. I'm trying to put together financing, actually, and fingers crossed, guys. I might be able to show enough money going into one account to just barely qualify at a place like Drive Time or something. It's not going to be a great deal, but it might be possible. But in any case, I'm going to try and have a van. I'd like to get it sometime in October. I'd like to have it as the, you know, like support vehicle for the bike ride that I want to take. So I'm going to see if I can put it together. Fingers crossed, guys. I'm hoping I don't need a cosigner or something based on my income situation. Not that having a cosigner is going to be a possibility anyway. But there's a slim chance that they might be able to slide something through. So I'm going to see, and fingers crossed. But yeah, even if I just do it like a couple of months at a time, just not pay rent here, I can pack up with 2 days notice in this place, and I'll even get my deposit back. And then I can just show up the day that I want to move back in and be like, hey, what do you got? And you have to pay for at least 2 weeks where I live. But yeah, so like I wouldn't have to live in a van forever, but I could save a ton of money by staying in the valley, especially before I go to Florida, not paying rent and, you know, existing out of the van. But yeah, if I did it for a whole year, I would save a ton of money. Oh, the Deadpool Wolverine movie. Ha, that's funny. I kind of want to see that. I'm going to wait until it's on, you know, like one of the TV channels or something that I don't have to pay a whole lot for, but I do want to see that. No, yeah, whatever it is, Dustin, it's going to be used for sure. But I don't, you know, I'm not opposed to getting a really used one, like a $3,000 or $4,000 van. I just don't have the money. So it'd be nice if I could finance something, but like a little bit newer and nicer, but definitely not new. Like it's probably going to have 100,000 miles on it. It'd be several years old, but we'll see. Start a GoFundMe. I don't know if anybody would donate to a GoFundMe. I'd like to. Like I have to raise the money somehow, but I'd hate to impose on anybody, is what I'm saying. I shouldn't. It shouldn't. None of it should have to come from you guys or anybody else. If I can qualify for financing by showing enough money going into one bank account, that's basically problem solved. But I don't know. Through my eyes, anywhere in particular in Florida, like greater Orlando area, and then east of there, like Cocoa Beach area. And Blackpink, hey, what's going on? So I gotta check my notifications. I got a bunch of stuff going on here that I gotta check. Thanks again, Vin, for if you're still here, for a Cash App from earlier. Most appreciated. Thanks from the earlier stream. Thanks, Big Boys PEV, for checking another item off of the wish list unexpectedly, and thank you again. You don't have to keep doing that, but if it's on the list, it's something that I'm gonna really benefit from having. So thanks again. Oh, Haines City, yeah, I know where that is. I've spent about 20 years of my life in Florida, not consecutively, kind of broken up throughout my entire life. Um, but yeah, some of my family is there. And I've spent a lot of time in the greater Central Florida area. But I am familiar with Haines City and Kissimmee. And I'll be over that way later this year, most likely. Hey, Stitch Me Up with Laney Grace. I see you there. Hello, hello. Good to see you as always. Good to see everybody as always. Thanks to everybody who hit the like button already. Very much appreciated. Hit that like button if you haven't already. Let's see if we can get this one. Can we get this one to 50 likes? We got the morning live stream well over 50 likes in a lot less time in the time that we were live. Shout out to you guys for that. I appreciate that very much. But then we were also having more fun then too, like out riding a scooter. Hey, John, Jay Beckman. Safely back from San Diego? That's good. Glad to hear it. I'm okay, my friend. How are you doing? Am I a fan of Maroon 5? Sometimes. Depends on the mood I'm in. Blackpink. But yeah, John, again, good to see you. Glad you're here. Adam Levine spends a lot of time in, or used to spend a lot of time in Las Vegas, you know. Thank you, Miss A, for the hype building and everything that you do, posting links and stuff, and everything that you're always doing, moderating hard. Sure, I like the Philippines. I've never gone, but I'd like to sometime. It looks beautiful. I'd love to, it's one of those places I'd love to visit before I die. I like Japan too. That'd be another place that I'd like to go if I get a chance to. Love the cars in Japan, especially. So, thanks again, guys, for all the likes and everything that you do. And yeah. You know, Big Boys PEV for checking another item off the wish list. I sure do appreciate that. Check out the wish list, guys, if you haven't already. I want to know what somebody thinks about that trailer that I have in there, the bicycle trailer. It's marked down to 99 bucks now. It was 129. I'd love to get somebody's thoughts on that. And Miss A posted the link earlier, and again, Big Boys PEV, check something off the wish list. Thank you again, my friend. I appreciate that. But I'd love somebody's opinion on that trailer. It's starting to come up on time. I can't really ask Hachi to send me one right now, and I think they send, like, I don't even know if they stock them. I don't know what the situation is. And we're coming up on time for some of these rides here pretty soon, where I'm gonna need a trailer. I don't know. Anybody that knows anything about bike trailers and you get a chance, check it out. Let me know what you think. I feel pretty confident about that one, especially now that it's under $100. But I really don't know. I'd love someone else's opinion. So again, check it out if you get a chance. Ah, thank you, Paula. I appreciate that. I think so too. I think it would do the job. The one that they have, that Hachi has, is quite a bit more expensive. It looks like it may be just a little bit better, but I don't know. It also may not. I really can't tell. So I'm not an e-bike or bike trailer expert at all. I just know that I'm gonna need one, and I don't know. So yeah, any thoughts or opinions on it? Most appreciated. Thanks again, Paula. So, and let's really get this one to 50 likes, can we? We only need 9 more. We're getting a decent turnout. There's been a decent amount of people making it through. I think Malaysia is probably nice too, Blackpink. If I had all the money in the world, I'd go check out all those places for sure, but I don't know if I'll ever get a chance to myself. I'm not getting any younger, my health is not fantastic, and I don't know how much time I have left. So, that being said though, I'm going to try to make better use of the time that I do have. And we got a Thailand. Yeah, I'd love to go there too. I'd really love to. And Taiwan, I'm sure. Yeah, I know. I hear it gets pretty hot there, but that's another place that I'd like to check out. I don't know. I kind of wish I had more time and money. There are a lot of things that I would have liked to have done before it's too late. But again, I don't know what I've got. Yeah, Malibu's nice, but also very expensive. Incredibly expensive. Yeah, no, that is true, Blackpink. I sure am glad I have a sandwich to eat after this. I'm gonna really enjoy it. I'm doing something on a computer screen here. So, hold on, I got another notification. Hope it's $1 million. Anybody else get their $1 million yet? I haven't. But now would be a good time. Alright. Yeah, I don't even know what that notification was. I didn't notice any new notifications. My left arm feels all weird, like I slept on it. I've been sleeping weird. And now, like, the inner arm meat feels weird because it's all squished. I don't know. Good call, based on that. So, let's see what else. So yeah, Tuesday morning ought to be super nice. Gonna try and take a bike ride. Yes, I am from the United States, Blackpink. Tuesday morning I'm gonna try to take a bike ride on the Cheetah and film that with the GoPro. And then of course Wednesday night we got the bike ride. Hopefully the Cheetah will be good enough now that we can ride that in the bike ride. We're gonna do let's see, what was I gonna say? We're gonna do the first part of the ride live, and then if you missed it earlier, we're gonna try this for a while, where we're only gonna live stream like the first half, and then the second half I'll post the next day, filmed on a GoPro from a different perspective, and I can enjoy the ride a little bit more, and you guys can see it a different way, and hopefully it's good for everybody. So let's see how it goes, I guess. But yeah, should be a good week. Better weather in the forecast, a little bit better anyway. Oh, who doesn't? Blackpink. So, I don't know. Can we get 7 more likes in the next few minutes? Is it possible? Can it be done? Or are we all liked out for tonight? Oh, I'm sure Cyprus is nice. Oh, I do too. Blackpink. I watched the video actually the other day. I hadn't heard it or seen it in years, and that was fun. So, oh, we're getting there on the likes. A few more snuck in. Thank you guys. Now we only need 4 more. For these little streams where we're just, the kind of more intimate streams, it's really helpful when we get to 50 likes. So thank you guys for making that happen most of the time. We're getting really close now. Oh, I like Palm Springs too. That's another place that's kind of pricey. I love the desert in general, but so much of it is just so expensive. But the desert is my favorite landscape. Nothing against, I like the tropics too, in moderation. So let's see, what else was I going to tell you about? I can't say that I have, Joe. I've been past Joshua Tree a lot. I've only been into Joshua Tree once that I can recall, or near, or that near anyway. But yeah, I do love the desert. But you can see there are so many Joshua trees just outside of Las Vegas. The Joshua tree, whatever it is probably better. But you still, like, if you want to see Joshua trees, you don't have to go too far from here. You don't have to go far at all. We'll probably see some over the weekend, actually. Trying to do a review on that other e-bike. But let's see. We need 4 more likes, guys. Can we get there? Oh yeah. Yeah, Joshua trees run wild in the Mojave. It is though, definitely, I'm gonna say. I love it. I want to spend some more time before we go to Florida and before we go on the long e-bike rides that I'm planning. And around that time, I guess. I want to do, I just want to enjoy the desert more. Go out and do some camping off of an e-bike probably. At least once or twice. And just enjoy. Like, I love Vegas, don't get me wrong. It's home, and I wouldn't want to live anywhere else, really. Um, but once you get out of the valley a little bit, especially, there's just so much beautiful, amazing stuff to see and do and experience. Natural wonders, amazing desert landscapes, just everywhere. And we got to spend more time. Definitely got to spend more time now that we got these e-bikes and the extra batteries and stuff. You know, going and enjoying some of this stuff when the weather's a little bit better. Yeah, I'd love to go to the Valley of Fire. Probably have enough juice between two e-bike batteries to get there and back. Maybe we do that when the weather gets a little bit better. That's a good call, Joe. Yeah, I'd heard something about that, Joe. Don't think I've ever been to it. We need 4 more likes, guys. Can we get there? Shooting for 50. And thanks again to everybody who tuned in this morning. Caught the scooter ride. It's too hot this morning, but it was nice to get out there and do it anyway. So thanks to everybody who came along. Yeah, 4 more likes. That's all we need. Thank you, Joe and Miss A. Hey, if we get there, great. If not, it's not the end of the world. I'm just glad that I got to spend a little more time with you guys today. And I definitely look forward to spending a lot more time with you in the near future as the weather starts to get better, especially. I gotta check the forecast again, but it's the most promising 7-day forecast that we've yet had in the summer season. So that's going to be good. But anyway, guys, I reckon it's about time to have a tuna sandwich. So I do appreciate everybody who took the time to come and hang out for a little while. Thanks again, Big Boys PEV, for checking another item off the wish list. Very much appreciated. Unexpected. Didn't think you were going to get something else, but thank you very much. And let me see. I know of, Tom, I know there's a mailbox out in the middle of nowhere near Area 51. I never knew about a phone booth. We need to go back out to Area 51 too. When I get a van, we're definitely going there. Area 51 is one of my favorite places in the world. And I know a thing or two about it. I know like the places to go around it. You can't go in it. It doesn't pretty much doesn't matter who you are. Um, but I know a lot of things to see and do and experience. I know where to go and see the base. Actually, we got to go and do that. There's some hiking involved though, but it's awesome. So yeah, I got to get a van so we can go to Area 51, which again, one of my favorite places in the whole world. Huh. Have to check it out sometime, maybe, Joe. And yeah, I want to go to Area 51 though, spend some more time. It's been a while. I love it. It's my favorite place, one of my favorite places. It's only a couple hours or so from here. And a lot of cool things to see and do and experience. I was actually about, let's see, would have been a dozen or more, 13 or so years ago, I was here to do a documentary for Area 51, and I saw a little more than I should have, and let's just say it kind of got shut down. So I'm anxious to go back and see some more things that we're not supposed to see. Yeah, S4, definitely. That's supposedly, like, if there are extraterrestrial craft, that's supposedly where they're kept. I don't know if that's true or not. We'll see. Oh yeah, you're never not being watched, Joe. That's the thing. They always know exactly where you are and what you're doing. So, but if you catch something that you're not supposed to see anyway and get footage of it, they may come and take said footage from you. But yeah, they're always keeping an eye on you. And the only place where you can see the base now, they have a camera up there that watches you. They call it a weather station, but it's really just to watch people watching the base. And there's another camera point on a mountain from where you can see, it's called Tickaboo Peak, and you go up there and you can see the base, but there's another mountain and they have cameras facing at you where you would be on Tickaboo Peak from there too. You can zoom in cameras and see those cameras set up over there. And there's cameras along the way as you're going up to get to Tickaboo Peak, and once you turn onto the road and everything, I mean, it's like they really have it covered. You're not sneaking in or sneaking by. They're always going to see you coming ahead of time. Yeah, I'm not surprised, Joe, seriously. But yeah, once we get the van, we're definitely going to take an Area 51 trip. Because, you know, of course, you know, like I said, that's one of my favorite places to go. We'll take an e-bike out there too. Do some e-biking around Area 51. Like park at Campfire Hill or something and then like ride an e-bike to the gate over there, the Groom Lake Road entrance. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, Dustin. I mean, anybody who has a smartphone is pretty much being monitored all the time anyway. So, I mean, I'm not worried about that, but, you know, like the Area 51 thing, they really keep tabs on everybody that gets anywhere near that place. You're not doing anything sneaky over that way. They'll see you coming long before you get close. Anyway, guys, I think it's time to go eat that sandwich. I sure do appreciate you taking the time and hanging out, and I hope everybody enjoyed it. I sure enjoyed the chatting with you. Thanks again, moderators, for moderating, and chatters for chatting, and lurkers for lurking. Thanks for the, you know, donations in any form, Cash Apps, PayPal, Super Chats. Thanks for checking items off the wish list. Big Boys PEV. Again, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Looking forward to receiving whatever item arrives. So thank you again, my friend, and everybody, for everything. Thanks for all the likes. But you know, everybody who tuned in and took the time, Carrie, Joe, Jay Stona. It's always great to get to spend the time with you guys. So yeah, take care of yourselves. Have a good week ahead, and I'll see you tomorrow. We'll do something, if you got the time, and it'd be great to see you. So good night, Miss A, everybody, all of you. Be well, guys. Have a great week, and I will see you again soon.